Hi, I'm Scott at Maryland Solar. Today I want to talk to you about solar panels and what makes a good candidate house for having a solar power system installed. Today I'm at my house in Howard County, Maryland, and as you can see, I had solar panels installed on my house. That was back in 2014. That was really important. I think it was a great decision for us financially because we are saving money on our electric bills, but also it's important to me for the environment and getting free energy from the sun. I think that's really great, and so that was what made sense for me. But let me talk about you, and if you're considering solar, what what things to consider if for your house. So first of all, do you have a large roof section that faces south? If so, great, right? That's what we're looking for. So in Maryland, having a south-facing roof section is very important. You're going to get the most sun exposure throughout the year, and those solar panels are going to perform very well. Yeah, now, eastward-facing, westward-facing solar panels, they can also be good. They can make a lot of sense. Obviously, for eastward, you're going to be getting sun exposure in the morning, and obviously, and the sun's going to go over, and then in the west. But number one, you want south, and then east and west are also can be good. What you want to watch out for is north-facing roof sections. In some cases, you can install panels and it makes sense, but for the most part, you're going to want to avoid a north-facing roof section. Next thing is trees and other obstacles, buildings, whatnot. If they're causing shade or putting shade over your roof section, then we're going to want to think about that. We're going to want to think about, it doesn't necessarily stop you from installing solar, but especially a tree, but it will add expense because you'll want to trim that tree back. You'll want to maybe cut the tree down or whatever, if that makes sense. And that does add cost to the overall installation of a solar power system. So trees, buildings, other obstacles that cause shade, we're going to want to avoid those because, again, we want the maximum amount of sun exposure on these panels so they're producing the maximum amount of electricity for your house. Next thing to consider is, do you have obstacles? As you can see on my roof, I've got a couple of pipes up there. That's the exhaust for my heating system inside the house. So, we can't put panels there. Now, again, those pipes can be removed or moved to a different part, but that does add expense. The ideal roof section is just flat with no obstacles, no shading. All right, I think you probably get that. Next thing to consider is the age of your roof, right? Panels are actually great. Once they're installed, they actually help protect your roof and the shingles. But what you wouldn't want to do is, if you've got a roof that needs to be re-roofed or there's damage to it, moss, lichen, anything like that, you're going to want to have that fixed before installing solar on top of it. Because the idea with solar is you're going to put it up there and it's going to be up there for 20, 30, 40 years, right? Producing electricity day in and day out for many decades to come. So that's why you want to avoid putting panels over a roof section that needs to be repaired in the next 5 years or so. So if you've got a brand new house or you've just re-roofed your house, then that's great for solar. We'll install over the top of that, and again, as I said, it does actually extend the life of your roof. But we wouldn't want you to have to. We wouldn't want to install them and then have to remove the panels, re-roof, and that sort of thing. So if that makes sense. This video, I hope you find this helpful. Hopefully you will subscribe to my channel. I intend, we at Maryland Solar, we are solar experts. We do, we've done thousands of solar installations around the country and hundreds here in Maryland. And so this YouTube channel will be all about educating you about solar and whether it makes sense for your home.